Okay, this is a video of our air conditioner outside. We moved here 2 years ago, and the house was built in 2009, I believe, 7 or 9. So it looks like this thing hasn't even been serviced since then. So I removed all of the panels, and we're going to clean this sucker. I'm sure the before and after will be remarkable. I'm not liking how some of these fins are damaged, although the outside ones don't look too bad. Got quite a few spiders. Well, I have no doubt that once this is cleaned, it'll function a lot more efficiently. Stay tuned. Okay, so part 2 to this video is the cleanup. So down in the bottom in that tray, there's a aluminum tray, or steel or plastic in some cases. A lot of debris accumulated. Do not try to move the fins. They're very delicate. You're going to end up bending them. So whatever little bit you have in there, it's at the very bottom. I do not believe, in my opinion, that it's going to make much of a difference. What really makes most of the difference is these fins. So the next step is taking the hose with some cleaning solution and blasting them out. Not with a high pressure hose. You don't want to bend the fins. Remember, they're delicate, so you want to just use a good stream. Go from the inside out, and then go from the outside in, and then just repeat it one more time. Depending on how bad it is, and this looks pretty bad, it might take a couple of, maybe 3 turns of the hose to get this clean. But if you've noticed this, the fan, there's a little bit of extra cable in there, so as long as you're careful when you pick it up, every air conditioner is different. As long as you're careful when you pick it up and put it and rest it wherever you're going to, that it's not going to fall, you should be good to go. And one major thing to note is the power. Be sure to pull this out beforehand. There's no need to turn off the breaker inside. That's the power. In fact, in the wintertime, I just pull it out and leave it out because this is just for AC only. It has nothing to do with heat. Okay, on to the next. Let's get the water flushing it out. Stay tuned for part 3. Okay, this is part 3 of the video, but I think I skipped a step. I actually went ahead and reinstalled the panels on the outside. The weather isn't looking very favorable here, so I just want you to know, if you can tell, if you look through here, you can actually see through it now. And obviously, a lot cleaner. So one thing I want you to note is that down here in all of these sections, you're going to find like little half circles. Those are your drains. Make sure that when you clean this out with a vacuum, or a shop vac, that you get those cleaned out. So everything from the front to the back is all put back together. It's very clean. I wouldn't be surprised if the temperature in the thermostat goes down 2 degrees at least now. Anyway, let's put this top back on, and we'll have the last part when we switch it on. All right, this is the last part. All the screws are back in. She is whispering nice and quiet. I have no doubt that it's going to cool much more efficiently on the inside. This thing was completely clogged. Grass, pine needles, anything you can imagine that could be outside here. So, it sounds really nice. It didn't even make a clicking sound like the condenser was bad. All I have to say is, do this roughly twice a year, and you should help on your energy costs, especially in the summertime. If you have any questions or comments, let me know when I post it. Thanks again.